Alrighty guys, what is going on? It's your boy Strict here, back as always with more Meteor Nation content. Today, here on the YouTubes, we are here playing Farming Sim 2022. As kind of watching a lot of videos on YouTube myself with what is the current trend on Farming Sim? Mostly survival playthroughs and multiplayers, the latter of which I can't do at the moment, as the cost of renting a server is interestingly ridiculous. With that being said, we're going to continue our hard, start from scratch playthrough. So at the moment, I currently have me driving a John Deere 710 tractor. Like I said, with that being said, and the current nature of the playthrough, we are currently plowing our field 10. We started off with 500 grand and a $200,000 back interest to the bank. With that being said, we are getting into plowing our field number 10, or cultivating rather, our field number 10, as she is quite lacking in current usability, and apparently when I was, just getting the basics started, I realized that I had bought the field in the middle of the harvesting season for the field, and not realizing that it would wither almost immediately. Now, with this being a start from scratch, basically hard mode world, the ability to turn crop withering off is not a thing. If you play a new to farming or list, the other campaign style, I believe you can turn crop withering off, but I might be wrong on that. With that being said, we're going to continue cultivating our little field here, again with our little John Deere 710 that is got the perfect amount of horsepower, additional weight on the front, courtesy of a mod on top of the modded tractor. Here in the Iowa Plains View map modification. Because there is a couple of different Iowa-based maps that are out there on the internet. One of them being DJ's modding Upper Mississippi Valley, which incorporates the multiplayer map usage of the 4X sized Upper Mississippi Valley, which is based both in I believe it's Wisconsin and northeastern Iowa, if I'm not mistaken. This one, however, is not based in any specific town or county, hence why there's no county labeling on the plate. And we're just, again, kind of just doing our own thing. So yeah, like I said, we're, again, cultivating our field 1 4-meter row at a time. Unfortunately, I cannot afford any bigger equipment. Quite literally, what we have is actually bought outright with our last fertilizing job before the 40K one that I actually do need to collect on. Completed. Collect the 43 grand. And like I said, at the moment we're doing a mix of, you know, working our own fields while also, you know, having the AI do some work for us in certain areas, either on other people's farms to help us make money, or in the case of the current moment, I have a tractor down on the other end, which is our A-class John Deere, or the John Deere A. Old style of John Deere tractor. And by old, I mean this thing might as well be a relic circa 1945 piece of technology. Son of a biscuit. Hate it when that happens. The other thing that makes me laugh is half the time when I'm looking at the cultivation, it's like, oh, you need to roll this field. Sitting here going, what do you mean I need to roll the field? Then I realized that the Amazon, Amazon dealio that I've got right here doubles as our own roller. No extra rollers needed. It does it for us. It basically just means it's packing the soil a little bit more than, you know, your bog standard deal going on there, if you weren't to roll it. So yeah, like I said, we are going 4-meter row by 4-meter row. When we do another field later on down the line, we will be doing this the smart way and lining it up on one machine, probably this 710 with a subsoiler cultivator combo, just to kind of level out the field, all in one foul swoop. So that way I'm not sitting there worrying about, oh, well, you know, this isn't quite working the way I want it to. Yeah, that's not how I want to do things. So the biggest reason why I used a subsoiler is we literally had withered crops that I didn't apparently get to quick enough. And I didn't realize it. Until I went to go pick up the crop with my combine that's currently harvesting field 14 at the current moment very, very, very slowly. I might actually have the AI do the rest of this field. Yeah, like I said, guys, we're currently working in Field 14 and my personal Field 10 while we wait for our cotton crop to pop out in 11 days in game time. So yeah, we got our little ratty pickup truck with a nice little tippet trailer attached for medial purposes of hauling crap around, which will hopefully be very integral when we get to our cotton crop. Hopefully. So yeah, like I said, our little A-class John Deere. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go back to home base. We're gonna drop this little 4-wide plow, or subsoiler rather. And ignore the stumps that are kind of littered all over the place. Yeah, we'll just leave. Actually, we'll move her out of the way. What I would eventually like to do is build a nice little barn or something. Because we are currently leasing that, this guy and a couple other pieces of technology. I believe this is actually one of them. Already? Jesus. And this is why I have to keep on top of specifically that worker. That little thing fills up its grain tank in like 0 time flat. Like, if I were asked right now to fulfill a harvesting contract specifically on this field, we'd be screwed. Primarily because, like, a pass and a half of field 14, which is, like, quarter of the size, or slightly smaller than Field 1. It would take basically an eon and a half with this little rank-a-dank little 4,900 liter combine. Harvester, rather. What do we have? Cotton. Cotton wheel. What are you? A silage compactor. Got a Voltra N series up for sale. Excuse me. Let me see. Okay, so what was I looking? Tractors, miscellaneous mowers, crop protection. Beet, potatoes, harvesters. Actually, I take that back. This thing is also leased. Should have gone for something slightly larger if I was going to lease something. In all reality, I would love a X9 1100 personally, but that is also like stupid amounts of money. As opposed to these, though, I mean, for 100 grand, that's not horrible, but that's not personally great either. To be fair, that wouldn't have been a bad one at 5,800, but the Hill series wouldn't have been bad either. But at the same time, X900 at, 16,000 liters is better than, second to none to that crap. So, honestly, if we're going to do anything else, we're probably going to go Case IH with a 20-foot header, personally, if we're going to do anything crazy in the future. Because, yeah, look at that freaking leasing cost. That is insane. Yeah, no, that's why I'm coming around to come unload you. Farmer Janice is back at it again. And we're not even 25% of the way done with the field. Ick. To be fair, this thing is a massive field and I have a tiny combine. next to this combine. Cruise control. Me and Janice going to town on the frickin' field. If I had my other multiplayer partner, Candy, here with me, we'd be able to get this crap done a heck of a lot easier. Stick her up in the truck or something, and I'll follow along with a little side trailer on a four-wheeler. Alright guys, with that being said, we're gonna pause it here and keep going on about our business. So with that being said, guys, we will start another episode and go from there. With that being said, guys, have a good one. Take it easy, keep it classy. Have a good rest of your morning, evening, afternoon, or night, wherever you are in the world when you're watching this. Stay safe, guys. We'll catch you on the next episode. Have a good one.